Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our cooperative playthrough of Card Hunter. Card Hunter is a bit of a digital version of a pen and paper RPG. In this game, we'll use cards to perform our heroes' attacks and defenses.
Yes, you go to different adventures on the map, and you unlock them as you get more renown and level up and such. And you basically fight enemies, and you use cards. And in order to get more cards, your character has weapon slots, shield slots, so on. It's different for each class. I'm playing as a Human Warrior, and Tofu is playing as a Dwarf Mage. The races have slightly different cards you can unlock and abilities you can unlock later on when you're a higher level. And they also have various healths and movement speeds. The elves are the fastest, humans are in between, the dwarves are the slowest, and the dwarves have the highest health. The elves have the lowest health, and so on. So I think we can go on here to the Wizard's Workshop.
This is a level 1 dungeon, I believe.
For levels 2 to 3, and it's 3 deadly battles.
3 deadly battles. I, unfortunately, am only level 1, so hopefully I do not die in a bloody heap.
You can always hope so. Let's enter battle.
Encounter!
Alright, so it's a 2v2. It appears that you're going first, Sir Deoxis.
Yes, I am. You look rather strange.
Yes, I am short and stocky.
Can't really get too far. These guys can not get too far either. Unless they have a hidden movement. Well, that is a rug. I thought that was a wall for some reason.
These two enemies we're facing share the same deck of cards, so when one uses a movement card, they can both move at the same time.
Yep, I can't do anything here. Too far away.
I am also too far away to do anything, unfortunately. We'll have to end the round and discard some of our cards.
So when you end the round, you can only have 2 cards left over unless the cards have a special saying. You can read, like, by right-clicking them, it'll say stuff like this. Penetrating cut, it's penetrating. You put your mouse over it, it ignores armor unless that armor grants immunity. This is the range, this is the damage. If it allows you to move, it will have something else over here that'll tell you how far you can move before or after, depending on what move it is. So I'm going to get rid of Simple Strike, because it's basically the worst ability in the game. Parry is a good block card, so I'm going to get rid of Penetrating Cut. Because Chop is much stronger, and it can be used on 2 enemies at once, if they're within range.
Alright, and I have 4 red cards, which are attack cards, so I'm going to discard 2 of those, and keep the 2 stronger ones. The next round has now begun, so both the enemies and ourselves have drawn a full deck of cards again. We always draw 1 movement card, so I have a walk card here that I am not going to use because I'm actually going to attack these people. I have this attack card called Big Zap, which penetrates his armor, and it deals 5 damage.
Now, fortunately, they both move right next to each other, and I have Chop, which I can choose 2 targets, and it does a solid 5 damage. His armor failed. His other armor worked, though. His first armor failed. Other armor also failed. Solid 5 damage. My armor failed. My parry did not. I drew Stab.
Alright, well, since I have a ton of attack cards in my hand right now, I am just going to keep attacking from range.
And my block failed again.
How rude of it.
I can get rid of this guy right here.
Very nice. All right, I still have a movement card, so I'm going to get closer to this guy and use my other attacks on him.
I am going to stab him and not do any damage. He has 2 armor cards, and they're very good.
Yes, they are. My first attack was blocked by his armor as well.
Alright, 3. Alright, he doesn't have any block rolls, so this should do pretty good. Come on. Yes, a lot of damage.
Very nice. I am not going to be able to finish him off, but I will use Penetrating Zap on him and chip away at his HP.
We're all out of cards. Now the round is
Alright, well, I'll just start things out with another Penetrating Zap. Keep chipping away at his HP.
Alright, now here's an example of a move card. Says it's right here. It says step 1. When you play this card, you can immediately move. So that means you move and then you do the attack. Fortunately, you have armor. So only 1 damage.
Alright, I'm going to walk up next to this guy and attempt to smash him in the back. Or get smashed in the face.
Unfortunately, he won't be alive for that. Still dead.
He died on a turn. Alright, so this is the aftermath of the dungeon. Of course, after the dungeon, there's a chest full of loot. This is all gear that we can equip to our various characters.
Yes.
While we're playing cooperatively, we can only use 1 character each. Normally, you'd be using a party of 3 if you were playing solo.
Yes, and if you play with 3 people in a co-op, you will have 3 members. Unfortunately, playing with only 2 leaves you at kind of a median. You only have 2 members because I guess they just didn't want to have one person have 2 and the other have 1. But it doesn't matter. It makes the game fun.
Certainly more challenging.
Pizza! With extra tofu, right?
Indeed. There is all the tofu here.
Couldn't forget that order. I wish I could meet these over chat things. They are not... Oh, they're just weird. Just put it that way.
Alright, so we're now beginning the second stage of the dungeon. All these dungeons have multiple stages, getting progressively harder, usually. Sometimes they don't. They get progressively weaker, but that's very unusual.
Okay, I'm going to move over here.
Alright. These guys are getting in my face. I believe I'm going to get out of their face.
Just walk away.
Yep. My stubby little legs won't allow me to move any faster than walking. At least not with my current gear.
Penetrating cut. Target discards their oldest armor card. Did not block it, but I do not have any armor, so it does not matter.
I'm going to use my weakest attack card, Little Zap, on this guy to see if he has any block cards. He does not.
I'm just gonna use Simple Strike. Just gonna use all my attacks on this fella. And not block it. But it is an unreliable block that requires a roll of 6. So 1 out of 6 chance on that.
Looks like that guy's tired of being beat up by me and is starting to walk away. However, I am not tired of beating him up, so I'm going to follow him.
They don't have a problem with beating me up.
That is apparent. Time for the next round.
I hope I get some armor. I am losing health though.
I'm going to get you out of there.
Well, I can kill this guy right here.
So that move I just used to move him was telekinesis. Very useful skill. It was a purple card, which is not an attack card necessarily. Looks like my little zap got blocked by his armor, reducing the damage. So he is not dead. And I am looking a little dead.
This has a range of 2. So I'm going to go over here and stab the guy with 2. Even though it's kind of a waste, because he has 2 and it does 6, I do not want to go in range of either of them.
I'm going to flee behind these barrels with my walking cards.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. One enemy down. We stand a better chance now.
2 to go.
I'm going to continue running away from these people. And they're going to continue to chase me, it seems.
I am not going to run towards them as I have nothing to do. So, end of the round.
Time to draw new cards. Oh, good. I got some attack cards this time.
I got penetrating cut times 2. 2 runs. I got a reliable hide, armor 1, heat. Not bad. That should help me out. Hopefully I don't die here. Yes.
Your unreliable block is proving to be rather unreliable.
Yeah, that's fine. That was only a 1 damage thing though, and the reliable hide will save me from all damage.
So I have a attack card, which is a melee attack called Simple Bash, which deals 4 damage and also pushes enemies back 1 square. So I'm going to do it so that this guy does not eat my face.
That seems like a solid idea. He will immediately come back for more. I'm going to
do not attack me.
Cut this guy in a penetrating manner.
I'm going to use a penetrating zap. It's an attack card that can hit multiple enemies, I believe. We'll see.
I don't think it does.
No, I guess it just penetrates armor. Oh, sad day. I was really hoping to damage both of these people. That's not going to happen. They're going to hit me, though.
Glad he hit you. I'm on rather low health.
I'm going to walk away, and maybe they'll follow me.
I believe they're out of attacks. I would suggest sparking the one on low HP so you can get him out of the battle. Alright, hopefully I can finish him off before it hits me.
Indeed. It would
Luckily,
be a shame to lose on the first dungeon.
He has fire, but blocked it, armored it. I got some very nice cards here.
They did some damage. That Ember Spray, by the way, is a damage over time card. At the beginning of each round or turn, it will deal 1 damage to whoever has that debuff on them.
So if we hit the guy with 5, I have Chop, which will hit both of them for 5 damage, assuming they don't block it. So they're royally dead. Dead number 1. Aw, I'm dead number 2.
Nice. Hooray! Victory and all that.
Just so you know, Tofu, you're not going to be able to be heard when the battle ends because it's very loud.
Okay. At the end of these battles, there's usually a bit of an advancement to the story. It's not that much of a story. It's just what's happening around this table. This is, after all, kind of the digital version of a pen and paper RPG.
Yep.
So we are sort of around the table in the story.
Alright, final part. We're fighting a massive bronze golem.
Indeed. It appears that this golem has 5 cards, now 4. He's used his first move card. I am not within range of him, so I'm going to walk a little closer and hope he does not decide to consume me somehow. Able
He is going to bludgeon me ably. I'm gonna cut him in a penetrating style. He's gonna bludgeon me in an able style.
I'm going to hit him with a little bit. That is some tough armor.
Yes, it is. Oh no. Oh, and he has 2 of them.
Yes, he
This
does.
is unfortunate. It is good that I have quite a few penetrating pieces of weaponry. I really hope I get a piece of armor, because this guy is going to damage me.
Alright, beginning of round 2. You are getting the crap beaten out of you.
Sam, just do some damage while I'm alive.
Alright, I will use my short sparks because this is hard to block. Actually, no, armor will still reduce that just fine. I'll use my big zap, which is the most damaging.
He has 3 of them now.
Luckily, none of them worked.
Very lucky. So, I should mention the way you win in these, you don't necessarily just have to kill everyone. There's other gameplay modes in some of the dungeons. You get stars when you complete objectives and kill people. This guy will give us 2 stars when we kill him, and they will go here. Now, and since we only need 2, we'll instantly win. If we die, we'll give him stars. I'm not sure how many he'll get for killing one of us, but I think he'll have to kill 2 of us to win.
Indeed.
So, I'm going to stab him, and he's going to block it. It's a shame we don't have any abilities that get rid of armor. So that is some very powerful armor. It's 3 of them. But they do need to roll a 5 or more.
Would you like me to attack, or would you prefer I try and move you out of the way of his attacks?
Move him 1 block away from me in any direction. As long as it's not diagonal. Like those things are in the way. Because I can stab him from range. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have any more movement left, and if he does, it's all he has left, so...
Alright, I'll move him right next to me.
That works. Yeah, he's at him. I think. No. Come on. Yes!
Alright.
Alright.
Good stab.
Now you
I will use my remaining attack cards. No. Well, he does have 1 more movement.
But it's all he has, so... Now he can just sit there and... miss.
Maybe.
Alright, looks like it's the end of that round.
I'm going to take a step back here. I would rather not have to face him.
I'm pretty sure he will have to get rid of one of these cards here. Hopefully he won't get another. I'm going to get rid of run.
Aha.
Yes, clumsy. And another clumsy.
Some pieces of gear that both the AI and ourselves can equip have potential debuffs. They're nefarious little cards that are hidden in the decks that if you draw them, they're permanently applied to you for the fight, and they cause you to have rather bad issues with movement or attack power, things like that.
Sometimes they can be positive. And sometimes they can also not last the whole fight. They can only be for like 2 turns, 5 turns, so on. So, I'm not going to run over there yet. Go ahead and attack them, because I don't want to get hit.
I'm just going to move another block away, because I also don't want to get hit.
Alright, well, now I can't attack him, because if I do, he's going to hit me. I was hoping you would absorb the hit. If I run over there, I'm dead. So how about you get a little closer to him, maybe? Absorb the hit for me.
As long as he doesn't hit a 12.
I don't think he'll hit a 12. Good thing I wasn't over there.
Painful.
I'm going to move over here now and hopefully not die. He has another one. Wait, what? Choose up the two different... Oh, apparently he couldn't face me. Because of his trait, he can't see me because I'm behind him, so he can't attack me. Yeah, Tofu, you should have went behind him because he can't turn. I'm going to penetrating cut, which will go completely through all of his armor. I'm going to bludgeon him with my ability and 1 damage. Now I'm going to simple strike him and hopefully hit him. Yes, he has 1 health left.
Alright, we should be able to take him out next turn.
Oh yeah, I can instantly take him out. I got picturing cut.
He has another clumsy card. And there we go.
Adventure complete. Alright. We got... These things are treasures. You can sell them for money. You can't do anything else with them. You cannot sell anything that's not treasure until you get relatively far into the game. I'm not playing as either of these classes, so I won't be using them. I will sell this treasure, though. I'm pretty sure you can sell it here somehow.
Somehow. I don't remember how to do that either.
Oh, maybe not. Alright.
We can sell it at the market later.
And we've leveled up our renown. Increase your renown by leading adventures.
Woohoo!
I assume we can go over here to chest and barrel. I'm going to open 1 simple chest. Oh, they gave us pizza slices. I'll open the magnificent chest. Why not?
Alright. I suppose I will do that too then.
Oh yes, I got a legendary item. It is a token. It is an elf skill, so I can't use it. It's unfortunate. It's very high level anyway. I got an achievement. Quickfoot Buckler, Uncommon Shield. I do not have a power token. You can see that blue electricity symbol. You can get both those and yellow electricity symbols. You can see this one needs one of both. When you level up, you get them at a certain level. I do not remember what it is. So this thing, flimsy block. Block any, which means any attack with damage 2 or less. And it has roll 3 or more. Clumsy chop, clumsy chop, clumsy chop. I am not going to use that. Penetrating cut is very useful. Stab is too, and those 2 chops and that thrust are amazing. So I'm not going to give her that. I might equip these boots though.
I did not get a legendary item, but I did get a couple rares. Unfortunately, everything I got also requires power. So these are items we just won't be using for a while.
I am definitely equipping these shoes because they are very good, especially this trait. It does not end your turn. You draw a card after you play it, and it lasts for 2 turns, and I cannot be moved or placed in a new location by enemies. That is very good. Alright, so I think we'll end this first episode. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Ciao.